Side planks are a really important part of our Pilates practice um, because we're working the entire sideline of the body, and that's somewhere that we are frequently kind of lacking some stability and strength. We get shoulder stability and strength, we get lateral side all the way from the hip up to the shoulder stability and strength. And so we really want to make sure we're incorporating some of these side planks into classes. My caveat to that is a lot of the side plank variations on the reformer are very, very challenging. So side planks are a great option to pull in mat side planks and different mat variations so that you can still be working these muscle groups with your clients, but maybe in a way that's not quite as scary as it can be on the reformer. But with that said, I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can do side planks on the reformer. Springs for side planks on the reformer are typically, again, going to depend on what variation you're doing, what's the purpose, but typically one blue or one red is nice for people. If you start getting much heavier than that, really throws a lot of weight into the shoulder, much lighter, you don't have a lot of support for your core. So those are kind of my go-tos, and we can do our side planks with our head going towards the foot bar or our head going towards the riser. So to start with our planks with the head towards the riser, I typically will have people come up onto their knees to start and place a hand on the foot bar. A nice way to ease people into this is have them kick the top leg out long so that it's resting on the headrest, and just have them practice some shoulder movement here, right? This is kind of a side plank version of long stretch that we did in our plank variation where we're just moving the shoulder girdle. And then you can even just have people practice starting to pick up their leg here. As you can see with me, that's a very, very challenging variation. To come into our full side plank here, you can have people kind of stand up and then walk their feet out into our side plank position, right? And once we're here, we can bring the top leg up, we can pike the hips, we can bend the knees to pull back in. Really, any of the variations that we do in a regular plank can be done here as well. Next, we have our side planks facing back towards the risers. Again, you can do this on your hand or on the forearm. We could do it on the box or off the box. So short box in front of the shoulder blocks is a great way to come down onto the forearm. For now, I'm going to take the hand down to the carriage and place one foot on the platform. And I'm actually going to go ahead and bring both feet up to push the carriage out all the way. So we just get into this nice side plank position. Feet are stacked in front of or behind one another. And we've got our side plank alignment here. Same thing where we can bend the knees in and push back out. We can do a little baby pike here. And we can just practice balancing, right? So this is one that I generally prefer teaching with the box on the forearm, just because you've got a lot more stability to work with. These variations I'm typically only teaching in a very advanced class, but it's nice to know what we're working up to and to kind of start to break down the pieces of that for people in other classes. As you can probably see with my demonstration, those side planks facing front can be very, very challenging. It is a lot of shoulder stability work on top of all the lateral sling work that you're already getting. And so one way that we can still have our head in that direction, but give ourselves a little bit more support, is to pull the foot bar down and place the box on the foot bar so that we can be on our forearm. So we're decreasing the lever of the upper body and the arm. So it's just a little bit easier for the shoulder to have some stability there.